Hello, welcome back to Cinema Cantina. I'm Rocky Kari.
And this is Nathan Rapaka.
And today we're going to be talking about the 2018 Oscars. We're going to talk about the whole thing, how we thought of the overall show, what we thought of the awards that were given out, all of that. So first we're going to talk about the show. So Nate, just tell me your opinion of the overall show.
So, the Oscars in the past, for me in general, were always a great thing for movie fans. I think me and Rocky and Rihanna, as a movie fan, you wait for this day. The Oscars is the big award show.
Oh, yeah.
I've always been a mix with every show, pretty much, depending on awards and feel. But I can honestly say this show is definitely my top 5 Oscars ever. The show was really fun and entertaining. It was about 3 hours, but it's been longer than that before. But they really got to the point. Jokes were good. Jimmy Kimmel once again killed it.
Yeah, I was surprised that they got him back from last year, but he did a great job. I think he did better this year.
The thing about Jimmy Kimmel is he has a lot of on-the-fly sarcastic jokes.
Which are funny. Yeah,
it's really funny. But yeah, I overall liked the show.
Yeah, I thought it was very good. I think it was very well done. I really liked I don't know about you, but I really liked the joke about who had the shortest speech.
Yeah,
I thought that was really funny.
That was really funny.
One thing about the overall show that I loved is the montages.
Oh yeah.
Before the actors and actress awards,
they would really show, like, for example, before the supporting actress awards, they'd show the past supporting actress, pretty much everyone.
Yeah.
And they'd have like a motivational song in the background.
It was beautiful. It really made you like inspired and nostalgic.
And also it had their famous scenes their famous line scenes in each movie.
Yeah.
So they fit that all in like a short montage. Like it was like 2 minutes, I would say.
Yeah, each one wasn't long. I actually rewatched the 90 years montage. That was like 4 minutes long. And speaking of that montage was phenomenal.
Amazing.
It wasn't just the Best Picture nominees, but it was just all these movies that really stood the test of time.
Like iconic lines, iconic scenes of film. And
yep.
Like, it was really good.
Yeah. It was really cool. But, so that's our opinion on the overall show, but now we're going to talk about each award specifically. The Oscars started with Best Actor in a Supporting Role, and that was Sam Rockwell for 3 Billboards. And personally, so I saw 3 Billboards, and I thought he did a fantastic job. I thought he nailed it. The first half of the movie, he starts out very stupid. You really hate his character, but the second half, it really turns a 180 and you really sympathize and love his character. And Sam Rockwell did a great job.
So with Sam Rockwell, I didn't see all of 3 Billboards. Sam Rockwell's performance, I don't know if you guys have seen him in other movies like Iron Man 2. He's a really funny character. But
who did he play in Iron Man 2?
He was the agent of the other weapons company.
Okay,
the head boss. But that Sam Rockwell did a great job. You know, that's who he is. He acts very normal like himself. Yeah, so he did a great job. Like Rock said, you do kind of end up hating him and stuff, like a douche and everything. But
next is makeup and hairstyling, and that was won by Darkest Hour. And personally, I thought it deserved it. Did you see Darkest Hour?
I saw Darkest Hour. Good film. I don't think it's great. But
come on, that makeup though, they made him look so good.
Yes, I'll give you that. Dude, the way they made Gary Oldman into Winston Churchill, making him fatter, and the prosthetics was just amazing. It's flawless. But if we're talking about makeup and design, I don't think it should be about just one actor, Rocky.
That's true. That's a good point. But like, he's such an integral part of the movie, and the movie's centered around. And
I agree.
So like, that's why I gave it to that. But I do get your point.
I personally loved Dunkirk. So
Dunkirk.
That's who I picked.
Next is costume design, and Phantom Thread won that, and I totally agree. The costumes were beautiful. I mean, Daniel Day-Lewis plays a costume designer. Fashion designer. So like, I knew it was gonna win.
I picked Phantom Thread as well.
Yeah.
I mean that whole film, it looked like everyone was very stylish, and the fact he was a fashion designer, you kind of had to give it. It was kind of a giveaway, so I picked him as well.
Yeah. We're gonna skip documentary feature because I don't think we saw any of them.
Didn't see any of the documentary, so.
But deep respect for them though. Now, you go ahead.
Sound editing and sound mixing, I want to put those two together. It's Dunkirk again. Yeah. Man, I don't know if anyone's seen Dunkirk in IMAX or even like a little screen, but if you haven't seen Dunkirk in IMAX Ultra Screen, please go. The sound will kill you.
Oh, yeah.
The sound editing this movie, man,
it blows you away.
It blows your mind. When you're in and I was telling Rocky this when I saw Dunkirk, when you're in that theater, in that IMAX or any screen, any screen, honestly, you start to feel the heartbeat. You feel like you're in the air with them.
Yeah, the action.
You feel like you're in the land. You're on the ship. Like this movie has 3 different views of Dunkirk. So, even sound mixing, man. The way they mix all those sounds here to make a very convincing and hellish soundtrack. It's really hellish and it's suspenseful.
Yeah. It was definitely a big undertaking to make the music fit into the movie, and it did a fantastic job.
The music
definitely deserved it.
Yeah, and one more thing, the music made you feel you're on edge every time.
Yes.
So that's my last thing with makeup. But good job, Dunkirk. They won 3 Oscars actually. So
yeah, and we'll get to the third one. So best supporting actress, Allison Janney for I, Tonya. You did see I, Tonya. So I did not.
Oh, okay.
But what did you think of her performance?
Flat out great. I don't know if anyone saw the Oscars, but Allison Janney looks nothing like the person in I, Tonya. Her character as a mother though is it's just great. It's that mother-daughter relationship, but it's also that funny mother-daughter relationship. Like she'll curse her daughter out, she'll beat her.
Did you see Lady Bird?
I did see Lady Bird.
It's kind of like the relationship.
It's kind of like very similar Lady Bird. But this one, the mom is a bit more. She's the aggressor. She's aggressing Tanya pretty much to do everything. While in Lady Bird, I felt like the daughter had control kind of over mom at times.
I think it was like 50-50. But the daughter definitely brought it. Yeah. Personally, I did not see I, Tonya, and I thought that the best actress in a supporting role was going to go to Octavia Spencer for The Shape of Water, because I think she did a fabulous job.
And actually, I actually did pick Octavia Spencer.
Okay, yeah.
Because
she did a great job.
The reason I picked Octavia Spencer, she did a great job, but Octavia Spencer was kind of like the Meryl Streep we kind of knew, like, because she's won already before.
True.
She is definitely the king of women's supporting acting.
That's true. That is a good point.
She is the king, queen.
Queen, yeah. So best foreign language film, we're gonna skip that because we did not see any of those. For animated short film, I thought that Lou was gonna win. Lou was the movie that appeared before Cars 3. Yeah, no, it was so good. The one that won was Dear Basketball.
I picked Dear Basketball, Kobe Bryant for life as a Lakers fan. I saw every short film. I was kind of surprised Lou didn't win either, but I knew they were going to give it to Kobe just because, I think
it's so funny how now he's an Oscar winner.
Yeah, he is Oscar winner. But yeah, I picked Dear Basketball, really beautiful film about his life in basketball. Check it out on YouTube, and I'm sure you want to talk a little about Lou?
Yeah, so Lou appeared before Cars 3, and it was about a lost and found, but what I really liked about it is it really sympathized with the character who was the bully. And there was no words in the short. Personally, I thought it was better than Cars 3, the short. I thought it was fantastic. But, dude, Cars 3 was not that good. But that's a whole other...
Cars 3.
Yeah, that's a whole other discussion. But I was very happy for Kobe Bryant because I feel it's a very personal short film. And I still have yet to see it, but I definitely will.
Yeah.
Next, we have animated feature film. Now, I am sad to say I did not see Coco. I have not seen it, but from what I've heard and just from the fact alone it's Pixar, I was not surprised that it won.
I picked Coco. I knew they were going to be the monumental favorite.
Did you see Coco?
I did see Coco.
Yeah.
A lot of culture of the Mexican culture, which I really liked in an animated film. I don't think the last animated Disney/Pixar film we saw, which had a lot of culture, was Ratatouille, like the French and everything, and also
That's
Mulan.
True. That's
and
true,
Mulan as well. Mulan. This was one of those Disney Pixar films that it had the Mexican culture. You got to know more.
Moana too, by the way, is one.
Yeah, and Moana as well with Hawaii, and so this one was kind of like that. It's very cultural. It's kind of like a musical too.
Yeah,
it pretty much is.
It was the first Pixar movie, which is a musical.
So so I love Coco. I knew it was gonna win. It was, and the other ones I really
can't believe the Boss Baby got nominated. That was dumb. But next is production design, and the winner of production design was Shape of Water. I was not surprised. I think the team and Guillermo del Toro, I think they did a fabulous job creating the world and like the set and the costumes and just if you look at the whole movie as a whole, which we'll get to on Best Picture, and Nate's giving me bad looks, but it is. I just think it really deserved it. But Nate, what do you have to say?
You know what, man? I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this once. Blade Runner got robbed for production design. For a movie that was made in the 1980s, for Ridley Scott to put out a movie that could look like a movie today, that itself, man, wins production design for me.
But think about it. We're not talking about the original Blade Runner. We're talking about 2049.
Yeah, I think Blade Runner was beautiful. I don't know if you've seen Blade Runner.
I did 2049. I did not.
I saw 2049, guys. Check it out. Obviously, a lot of CGI.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always
Which is
gonna,
fine. Yeah.
but it was one of the prettiest movies I ever seen.
Really?
Tone-wise, and yes, production design, I would say Shape of Water was excellent. I love the colors and everything. And
But you'd have to say Blade Runner?
I like Blade Runner.
Okay.
Yes, I actually picked Blade Runner.
Okay.
But my second was Shape of Water. So
Okay.
that was my second.
Gotcha. Okay. So it kind of went back and forth. Next is visual effects. Visual effects was Blade Runner, and that goes without saying what you were just talking
pretty
about.
much. Guys, Blade Runner is extravaganza. Amazing visual effects. I picked Star Wars, though, because I thought, Star Wars is always in this category. Let's give Star Wars some visual effects.
Yeah, sadly it didn't.
But Blade Runner, I wanted to win.
Gotcha. And then next we have film editing, which is the one, the only Dunkirk.
I mean, do we need to talk about that?
Yeah, it was a very, very tough film to edit, and the way that Nolan and his creative team was able to accomplish that is just phenomenal.
And especially the dogfight editing scenes, like when they're in the air, that was one of the most. It was very just amazing to see that happen.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that to edit him that well.
True, agreed. For documentary, short subject, and live action short film, we did not see these. But I just wanted to say a quick thing. The Oscars, every year when I see these nominees, I'm always like, damn, I really got to watch them. Mm-hmm. They always look like really gripping and really inspirational. So if anyone's seen them, please let us know whether... I'm sure that they're worth watching, but yeah. Next is cinematography, which was... Nate, you'll be happy about this, Blade Runner 2049.
Blade Runner 2049.
Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, sure. Well, I'll just say for 5 seconds. Yeah, Blade Runner 2049. I picked Blade Runner for cinematography. I mean, cinematography is about light, lighting pretty much and setting. So I just felt...
And, the camera movement,
well,
the
camera movement. So I thought the camera movement was just beautiful in Blade Runner. It brought the old camera movement from the original one. Yeah, I just thought it was perfect with the lighting, camera movement. He did a great job. Deakins, yeah. Roger Deakins, yeah.
Next we have original score, which was The Shape of Water, and personally, I was very happy for this. I think it was a very somber, beautiful score, and I was very happy. But what do you think?
I like Shape of Water score. I picked Star Wars, obviously. What else was there actually? Get Out? Was Get Out on that or no?
I think it was. I don't remember, but I think
I like Star Wars.
Yeah, like Star Wars is good, but like Shape of Water, it really. I don't know. It's a really big element to the movie, the music.
Yeah, I agree. But I also feel Star Wars is a classic tune. John Williams always great, and I think now with the Rey theme coming out and stuff, this one with me that stuck with it was just like the suspense again. I've always thought Star Wars score was always amazing.
Yeah,
I never had it,
gotcha.
But yeah, songs.
Next is Best Original Song, which was Remember Me from Coco. And I thought it was going to be This Is Me from
Me too.
The Greatest Showman. Dude, the way that she performed at the Oscars was phenomenal. All the performances were really good.
Can I just say for This Is Me, the reason that song was so sad and she's more of like she's overweight woman,
Yeah.
And a lot of people in society, make fun of stuff like that. But the fact that she could go out there with a nice dress and perform This Is Me.
Yeah.
That itself is great with the song, because that's what it's saying. Don't change me. This is who I'll always be.
Yeah, and I feel like the song can also relate to people who feel like society views them as inferior. For example, a lot of the LGBT community feels like the society pushes them down. And This Is Me is a perfect anthem to that, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I thought it would win, but Remember Me is still a beautiful song, and I definitely see why it won. Next, we have Best Original Screenplay, which I just want to say...
Jordan Peele deserved an Oscar, and he got for Best Original Screenplay. Thank you, Oscars, for finally giving us someone worthwhile.
Yeah, I think the way that he was able to construct this beautiful screenplay, this beautiful story, is just the amount of detail and work. And, if you think, if you watch interviews, he said that this has been, years in the making. It wasn't,
think about movie making is people... who try to make an original screenplay, it takes years.
Yeah.
Nolan's worked on Inception for about 8 years. I don't know if anyone... Before it came to fruition, actually.
It was 8 years?
It was 8 years he worked
crazy,
on it. On the script, he... this is what directors do, but... Oh, yeah. I mean, if this guy didn't win Best Original Screenplay, I don't know what I would have done.
I would have been so angry. But I'm really happy that...
I'm really excited to see the more of that mind of Jordan Peele, because he talks about live topics like the racism in our country.
Yeah.
So he's talking about good topics.
So I can't wait to see what else he has.
What else he has in the future.
His career is very young,
Yeah,
which
very
I'm excited
bright,
to see.
very young but very bright.
Yeah. That next we have best adapted screenplay, which was Call Me by Your Name. So, did you see Call Me by Your Name?
I did.
I did as well. It was my least favorite of the Oscars. Was it yours too?
Yeah.
And I just want to give a quick disclaimer. I hate it when I put this movie as last. I feel like some people think oh, it's just because you hate gay people or something.
Not true.
That is definitely not true.
That's not
For
true.
example, I love Brokeback Mountain.
Wonderful, dude. Brokeback Mountain. It's a movie about two gay people, but it's a love story too. Yeah, and it's a beautiful love story.
Also, The Danish Girl. I think that's a beautiful LGBT movie.
Danish Girl is very good as well. Both movies are really good. I have nothing against gay people either.
Yeah.
We just want to put that out there because Brokeback Mountain is a really beautiful movie.
Yeah, but for me, Call Me by Your Name was it was slow. I didn't like the characters. I think the acting was good, but what about you?
I don't know. I think it was very Hollywoody. Follow that same script, I guess, of gay people getting together. It kind of gave me.
It wasn't unique.
No, it wasn't different.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Brokeback Mountain was original. It was something.
It's
different.
two cowboys. You would never expect that.
Two cowboys, and cowboys are supposed to be the big macho guys.
Yeah. So but it was still a good movie, but it was definitely my least favorite out of all the Best Picture nominees.
Yeah.
But since it won adapted screenplay, I was I don't know. I was whatever. Yeah. Next we have Best Directing. Now now we're getting to the big ones.
God.
So I personally super happy for Guillermo del Toro winning. I think he definitely deserved it.
I mean, 4 Oscar nominations. You're gonna have to get one.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just his vision for this movie was it was beautiful, man. I was very happy. But what do you think?
I had a tie, but I ended up picking Get Out's Jordan Peele.
You picked Jordan Peele.
I picked Jordan Peele. Why the hell? And I picked Jordan Peele. I wanted Nolan to win, but I figured Guillermo del Toro would win.
I just wanted to establish something. I picked Guillermo del Toro, and I was happy with him winning, but my favorite was Jordan Peele. I just wanted to put that out there. My favorite was Jordan Peele.
So, I picked Get Out, and I knew Shape of Water, but I actually really wanted this for Nolan. One Oscars, the one thing I hate about that is what's with you and Nolan, guys? Nolan, Leo.
Yeah, Leo did get an Oscar.
And
but
I just want to say Nolan has had no flawless movies. Only bad flawed movie, and one little tidbit was Interstellar, and that was all I had.
But and I agree with you, but a lot of people think that's an A+, 10 out of 10 film. So some people would even argue that he has no flawed films.
And also, Get Out. Let me tell you, man. Get Out was another film. That was my favorite movie on the list, anyways.
Same here. Yep. That's
Get
movie
Out was
2017.
This is what I think the Oscars need to realize. We've had movies. I know Shape of Water is different, but we've had monster and human girls movies. Beauty and the Beast. You know what I'm saying? We've had those movies where
that's true.
Not to the depth of the level of Shape of Water, because this is a different storyline. It's a grittier movie. It's a live movie. But I'm saying okay, Get Out was the most innovative horror film I've ever seen. It's dubbed a horror thriller, but this is he just started a new revelation for and generation of horror films. This guy revolutionized the horror genre to make it a Best Picture nomination.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
And that's why I thought, give it to the people who have changed movie history. Yes, Shape of Water is a great film. I loved it, but it's something I feel like we've seen in modern culture. Humans hanging out with monsters or loving. We have that all the time.
But keep in mind, right now we're talking about Best Director, not Picture in general.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I kind of got sideways, but I do think that.
But your points are valid. Yeah.
But I feel like Jordan Peele changed the game as a director. I think he should only use the most creative to me.
Okay,
that's what I think.
What you're saying is definitely true. It makes sense, but yeah, I feel like it. I don't know. The directors this year were all very good.
It could have won anyway. I think anyone could have won.
Next we get Best Actor in a Leading Role.
No, except for Greta. Come on, dude.
Yeah, Lady Bird was definitely out of all of them. It was the last one. But anyway, next we got Best Actor in a Leading Role, which is Gary Oldman for Darkest Hour. Personally, I thought it was going to be Daniel Day-Lewis, but I think Gary Oldman deserved it, and I was happy that he won because he, like we said, he carried that movie, and he did a phenomenal job with Winston Churchill. And he's never won an Oscar, so I was happy with it.
I picked, I think I picked with my heart for this one, and
Who did you pick?
my mind. I picked Daniel Kaluuya, the British guy.
Yeah.
I just love Daniel Kaluuya. Ever since he went into Black Mirror, I've always loved his acting, and I thought
I can't believe he got nominated. That's just phenomenal. That
the fact that he got nominated was amazing. I really wanted him to get his first Oscar. Gary Oldman, but then again, I knew Gary Oldman was gonna. I mean, the fact that he changed his persona, changed his
whole demeanor
into being like Winston freaking Churchill. I mean, that's crazy. I just picked Daniel Kaluuya because I thought he had the best movie, and he really carried Get Out too. Not great dialogue, but his interactions were amazing.
Yeah. Next we have Best Actress in a Leading Role, which was Frances McDormand.
Thank God it wasn't Meryl Streep.
Yeah, I don't think she deserved it. She did a great job in The Post, but
she does a great job all the time.
Yeah, Frances McDormand for 3 Billboards, and I think she definitely deserved it. She did a phenomenal job. Her acting was very serious. And very, like, she is not playing games. And she showed her toughness. And also, side thing, I loved her speech. With all the sexual assault and discrimination we've had in Hollywood, the way that she did it, I thought, the way that she said her speech was a very,
inspiring.
It was a very inspiring and very responsible way of talking about these issues. So I was very happy with her and her speech.
Okay. I picked her as well.
Yeah.
I saw only half the movie, but man, I don't know. This woman can really act well. Like you said, very serious. Her demeanor was amazing.
Yeah.
She has that like tomboyish attitude to her.
Yep.
Like a badass as well.
Yeah.
I love that about her.
For me, I wanted Sally Hawkins because she did a very good job.
Oh yeah.
Because she was mute in the movie.
That's very tough to do.
My brother said I, Tanya. He really thought that.
No, I thought Margot Robbie killed I, Tanya.
Yeah.
Anyone who's seen it, see it. It's crazy.
Yeah, I feel like those were the 3 that were the main front runners. Yeah. But overall, made sense that Frances McDormand won. Now we get to the big one, Best Picture, which was The Shape of Water. And no, like I know we talked about it before, but I was very happy with it winning.
I think Shape of Water, that was a good movie. I think a movie that revolutionizes culture and stuff deserves to win than a movie like Shape of Water. Great film by far, but
yeah,
I personally thought Get Out or Dunkirk should have won. Like I said, I think I talked about this in my Best Director. I just think that Jordan Peele revolutionized this horror genre, and the movie itself was different. It was.
Personally, I thought 3 Billboards was going to win because the last 2 years of the Oscars, the Best Picture has been a very big political movie. Yeah. So that's why I thought 3 Billboards was going to win. I was very happy it didn't because I was glad they went with not the most political movie, but the movie they considered the most beautiful, which I thought The Shape of Water was very beautiful.
And you know what? That's why I was telling Rocky this too. The movies, it wasn't anything to do with culture. It didn't have anything to do with race. It didn't have anything to do. It was just a beautiful movie, this movie.
Yeah.
And that's always been my problem with the Best Pictures
Yeah.
And best directors is they don't pick the guys who actually
made
a great fantasy. Yes, you're talking about issues, but the fact you had the brain, Guillermo del Toro, to make
the motivation,
a creature like that. And he's known as a creature guy, like Pan's Labyrinth, you know. So Hellboy, so he's good at that stuff. But
Pacific Rim too.
Pacific Rim as well. So I mean, I was very happy that Three Evans didn't win at all. I was super happy.
But overall, it was a fantastic Oscars, like we said. Definitely one of the best. Me personally, I think the 2014 Oscars with Neil Patrick Harris was the best. You said you liked the 2009 one.
I liked the 2009.
Yeah,
Heath Ledger. Yeah.
Overall, beautiful Oscars, very well done, and we. Even though there are a few awards we wish went a different way, overall it was fair and I liked it.
We're not the angry fans, so
yeah.
I give the Oscars definitely a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, 9 out of 10. It was a very good award show. And I guess that's it. Very excited for next year's Oscars. It's always a big thing. Can't wait to see what movies come out there.
Yep.
But,
So thanks guys for tuning in today in Cinema Cantina. I'm sorry we've been a little away. I'm busy with school and stuff, but we're happy to be back with this review.
For sure. So I'm Rocky.
And I'm Nate.
Thank you so much for watching or listening. Take care.